O Barão Bruemmer chegou a Portugal em 1961. Era o país cinzento, com as suas alegrias. Alegrias maiores deu-nos ele quando, em 2006, fez desta vinha mais ocidental da Europa continental os vinhos minerais e com a salinidade que os reconhecemos. É o casal de Santa Maria, é o homem, é uma história fantástica. Thank you so much for receiving us. We are from this restaurant magazine with 26 years. And we are very interested in the gastronomic scene, on the food, on wine, on the restaurants, on chefs, an area where we do a lot of work. We organize the Portuguese Chef of the Year, the Chef's Congress, we have 2 magazines. Well, we do a lot of things on this gastronomic sector in Portugal. I would like to ask you how this all started. How did you come here to Portugal and start doing these exquisite wines?
This is a question which is not so easy to answer. Because, I have, as you know, 104 years. And the biggest part of my life I was in the banking business. I was in Europe, I was in US, I was everywhere. And especially, let's say, the years from the beginning, from the Second War until the end of the war, which was, let's say, we always said, the end of the war was horrible, but the post-time after the war was even worse, more horrible for civil people. Not for the militaries, of course, they didn't need more to shoot one of the other one. But after that, there was nothing. In Europe, from Belgium, from everywhere, from France, Italy, and then even to the Balkan, and then the Middle Europe, naturally Germany, and Luxembourg, Holland, Belgium. That all was kaput. Yes. There was no more houses. There have been everything very, very sad. Stones on the streets. Let's say 2/4 at least from the men didn't come back because they have been dead. Everywhere, in each country. And so, naturally, it was, let's say, a big field of work to regulate the things a little bit and to come away from the horrible rests of a wonderful Europe and to build that slowly up. So that was, let's say, what we overlive people had to do, and then you had to run around, see where you can do something better, help, and so and so. And slowly I came to Switzerland, and from Switzerland there was everything wonderful, it was peaceful, there was another country also the same, it was Portugal. Portugal had been during the war very, very wonderful, like always, and therefore naturally to come here was like a little trip into the paradise. Because
how was the country at that time? What country did you find here? How it was? Because
that was here, everything was in order. Then he has been about 6 or 7 ex-kings and ex-bosses from governments over the whole world, which came to Portugal and lived here in a very agreeable way. And then I have seen that here, I found it's a wonderful country, but only to a past.
Okay.
And then, many years later, I made the contact here to Portugal more, because I had to find a place. I live normally in Switzerland, you know, and then I had to find a place for my wife, which got a very bad illness, and they said, maybe she will die, and I thought I must find what we can do, and then the picture changed completely, like you do here with the photo, and not from one minute to the other one, the person which was in danger changed to me. And one day they told me, you have only more two years. And then I said, then I must try to find a place for my widow. And I found the place. I found many things, it was all nothing, in different countries in Europe. And then I said, no, the Portugal. Made me a very good impression from formerly, which I mentioned before. And then by very much luck, I found this was a ruin completely. It was only the out walls, and here inside have been ducks and chickens and old tractors and old machines.
The place which is now Casal Santa Maria.
Yeah. And then I saw that.
And there was no wines in here?
Nothing. There was no certain floor, there was nothing. And outside also nothing, and the country was wild, nothing done. But I fall immediately in love to the place. I said it was something springing over, like an animal. It came and sit here and there and said, this is a fine place. That was so we met us. Yes. You, house here, and me. And so...
Didn't someone told you that you cannot put wines in here so near the sea?
No, once more, I didn't understand.
I was asking if someone didn't told you, this is not a place to put wines, because wines are not well here so near the sea.
That is not a place to live. He told me, you are completely crazy. You are crazy. And I said, no, I'm not crazy. But then first I came here in the 60s, in the first 60s days of the anno 62, and then I decided, no, this is a wonderful place and we must do that and it will be fine. But that takes some time, and this here was in the property from formerly a cook, the cook from the owner. When he died, he gave everything to her. And she, of course, she didn't know what to do with this package of ruins. And so she had 16 earths over the whole Portuguese world, because the Portuguese was naturally a big power before the British have been a grand, for us the Portuguese have been. Yeah. And the Portuguese have been destroyed over the whole world, everywhere in Portuguese. And so this cook lady had 16 herbs, you know. They all have been destroyed over the world, and then the lawyers has to find them and so and so. It took years, 2 years, to make the way. And then, the story goes on, and so they've done nothing. And I've made here horses, Arab horses, I have made many things.
Okay.
And
so before wines, you had horses in here?
I had cows, and pigs,
horses,
and sheep, and cabras, and what you want, everything.
And how did you decide to start with the wine?
And that is the story which comes now, because I had to make an operation of my eyes. And that was a very disagreeable thing, and they told me it will be a risk. Do you want to go the risk? If it goes bad, you will never in your life more be able to write and to read.
Ooh.
And then I said, so I can't see, who never has the courage to do something, you have to do it. I did it. And it was going bad. I don't see you. I don't know where you are. I have no idea how you look.
Ah.
No, and the other ones also, I don't know. Is there somebody you know? And yeah. And then I said, what the devil can I do now? Nothing. The best thing, shoot yourself. And then I said, no, that is not good. You should never do that. And then I said, what can I do? I can smell and taste.
Yes.
And then I get a lucid intervallo, and then he said, oh, with that you can make wine. And so I started. And so that was in November 2006.
Yeah.
In November, and they made the operation, and I had to stay in the hospital, and then I came out in the December of the same year of 2006, and on the 12th of January 2007 we have been planting the first one. So came that. And now we must say, not we, but somebody with us made a miracle, because we are even 14. It was also 10. Then we had the first one, 2010. And then 2014, we got from the president of the Sintra mayor, we got an enormous order, the highest civil order which a Portuguese can give to me, for extraordinary boom, 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 boom.
Well, in fact, before there was an ancient heritage in here from old wines, but this region didn't sow any wines like this or similar, and a recognition for a long time.
No, this one was nothing. It was, but I found it fantastic, because I found this wildness.
Yes.
I found very, very romantic and wonderful and smelling. You know, you must know, I'm born as a Russian citizen of the time of the Tsar.
Yes.
I'm born in 1911, you know, before the First War.
Yes.
And so I found it here wonderful. I can't see more. I found it wonderful. I found Portugal wonderful. Naturally, I was not very happy when the revolution came. It was also not bringing very much luck for Portugal. But anyway, I don't want to talk about political things.
Okay.
And no, I'm here. And my wife then, they told me I have to die in 2 years. And I'm here. And my poor wife, she died also later than we thought, because maybe the climate here was better, that let us live longer. And so she died also, not soon, but that was in 1994, and she died. And since that I'm alone, and this is now, then I made this wine, and so and so and so, but I live completely alone here, and we make with the wine an enormous success. Enormous.
But this wine is special because it's near to the sea, has a lot of minerality, a lot of water coming down the mountain.
We have everything, you know. There we have
the sea,
the
mountain,
the mountains. The soil is rock.
Yes.
There is Capo di Rocca.
Yes.
We are the most western from Europe doing wine, and
yes.
You know, and so we do it.
But we had a visit before this conversation, and we saw a lot of roses, a lot of nature. That's not very common. It's wine, dot. But in here, you have like a big garden where you have also wine.
That is, I can tell you. When my wife died, I was naturally very, of course, unhappy. And then I said, I must do something for her. And then I planted 1,500 roses.
Oh, that many?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was something fantastic. And then, when the wine started, then I said, or some people gave me also the consiglio, to keep that and make a wonderful garden.
And it is a wonderful garden.
And now you have seen it. It is really a wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I can see that.
It's not very common.
Not very common. No.
But you have also this strong liaison to the earth. I've heard.
I'm very happy in that condition with all these things and so, and we have here a beautiful all these water tanks and so. It is something I can say without to become shame me. It becomes something fantastic here. It is something unique.
But tell me about it. The way you see it as something organical, the whole thing getting together, the flowers, the garden, the wine.
It's a concept.
Yes. How does that work? That concept.
The concept works that we have people who want to come, even people who don't drink wine. They want to come and to see. And they go make a promenade, they can sit down, and then naturally comes, and then they want to have a little bit wine, and then they make a little proba, and so one sings, let's see, one sings brings the other thing. It's not easy. It's just a little bit sour bread. I can tell you. It's not easy to sell wine, to produce wine, to get the money for the wine, because the moral of paying in Portugal is miserable.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
But the wines are very good. They deserve all the money.
All wines are.
So you wanted to open the property to people to come and visit. Besides drinking the wine, is that it?
Yeah, the thing is so. Many people are passing here by not knowing that here is something. They pass here, the road from Sintra, this is a special, very uncomfortable road, and they say, what is here? Here is wine. And then they come in, and then, oh, it is wine. Can we drink? They say, of course, please. Help yourself. And then, so more and more people have been used to come. And then there are also some, let's say, companies, they want to come with their people, with 50 people or something like that, to make a proba, or this, you know. So slowly, in this, it is only not even a month's time. And then the people became used. And so, of course.
And regarding your wines, they are special. This minerality, this near to the sea thing. Do you usually drink your wines and other wines? Do you keep doing the tasting?
I will tell you a very that makes me very sad. Formerly, I was a very good drinker. And now, since I have the wine, they forbid me.
Okay.
I drink only maybe maximum 3/4 of a glass per day. Red wine. Red.
Every day? Or?
Normally I should do it every day, but now I don't not every day. I do it rare.
Okay.
You know, because that is one thing, become elder and elder, which is also not a pleasure. I can swear you, it's not a pleasure to become so old. It's a hard work. And then
it's life. It's living life.
Yeah, living long is a pleasure and not a pleasure. Sometimes you see you have enough.
Yeah, but you see your dreams come true, this property.
Yeah, that is something actually, that is the other side. But now it's not necessary that they give you an economic picture about the world, especially if you hear what happens today in all the stock markets in the whole world.
Regarding the wine business, are you on a daily basis?
Yes, of course. You know what is for us difficult is we are too small. If we would have a little bit double, it would be better. But that is very difficult because the conditions of the earth, they are very rare to find the same ones, because we can't make out of our wine a lot of wine. No, that's only 30%. It's forbidden. So this is, I try to find everywhere uvas. Uvas is much easier and sometimes not easy, it is never, but sometimes it's possible. You find an uva which is really nearly the same, and then you can make, not 100%, but you can make more. But normally we have every year doubled our production. First year it was only 9,000 bottles, and now we're going to more than 100,000.
And the market is accepting very well.
The market is bad.
But it's accepting your wine very well.
Yeah, they like our wine, and they say this wine is very good and easy to sell, because the people say this wine is wonderful. Yes. And I can remember when I was drinking this wine, I found the wine is a present.
Yes.
No.
Well,
mais ou menos.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the visit.
Compliment you.
Thank you for your visit.
Thank you so much.